Hello again. This is Coach-LaKesha Kenya. I'm coming back to you because I wanted to share a message that someone kind of shared with me today, and it impacted me. It kind of opened up my eyes, and I was actually in Tampa at Kalijah Tea with my sister in Infinite Possibility, Shelly Paris Williams. We collaborated with a couple of her brand new team members and a couple of, ladies who were actually taking a look at the business. And, for whatever reason, my spirit just told me, God just told me to share my story. And I'm always open, but it was kind of strange. I didn't know why I was sharing my story, but I felt compelled to share my story with this group of women to whom I had no clue as to who they were. I mean, I've seen them in Facebook groups, but personally, I didn't know them, but I felt like I needed to share. So as I began to share my story, I learned something about my own story. It was back in 2008. I was actually working in Dallas, Texas as a travel LPN, which I made a great income as LPN, more than most RNs, and I was able to work and save money. Well, I wanted to move back closer to home, so I always end up in Atlanta. So I got back to Atlanta. It was during the time when they were phasing out LPNs. It was during the time when most of the hospitals were undergoing the certification for their magnet status. So I found myself only being able to work 7 shifts out of 5 months. Just think about it. What would it mean to your bank account if you were only able to work even 7 days a month? Imagine 5 months. I mean, there were months that I did not even get a shift in. So I spent the majority of my time job hunting. So, which brings me basically to the story. I found myself being evicted. So I was a homeless nurse. I also went on a business trip. Although I was in a financial hardship, my business trip was already prepaid. So I'm like, you know what? What else could go wrong? Let me just go on this trip and I'll continue my job search when I get back. So I went to Chicago, parked my car at the MARTA station, took the train to the airport and vice versa to come back. Well, I got back to the MARTA station and I went on the level that I recall leaving my car. And I didn't find my car, so I pushed the panic button. I'm like, bleep, bleep, and there's no bleep, bleep. I'm pushing it, but it's not bleeping. I walked the entire parking lot at the MARTA station. I remember it just vivid as it was yesterday. And I was like, oh my God, somebody stole my car. Somebody stole my car. So I got on the phone, the emergency phone right there by the elevator. And I said, somebody stole my car and blah, 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 blah. And the guy was like, ma'am, calm down. What kind of car was it? And I said, it was a XL7, blah, blah, blah. And it's bright blue. I mean, you can't miss it, but it's not here. Somebody stole my car. It's like, ma'am, nobody stole your car. Calm down. You just missed the repo man. I'm like, whoa, rewind, repo man? What do you mean I just missed the repo man? My car is only 31 days late. My car payment is only 31 days late. What do you mean the repo man? He left his car here for you, ma'am. Now I'm like totally devastated. Before, when I told this story, in which I just openly started to share this story because it was such a painful time. It was such a time that I felt so embarrassed. It was such a time that I felt so much pain. I mean, and right now with me telling you this, I can feel it right here. But when I told this story today, one lady laughed. And I mean, I'm still telling my story and I'm thinking to myself, she laughing? I said, okay. Anyway, I just kept on with the story. And she said, I guess she could see the expression over my face. And she said, well, I'm laughing because basically I'm taking my stuff from my car to the house every night. I'm taking my stuff from the car into the house every night because I don't know when they're going to pick up my car. And I was like, oh, hence, this is why my spirit led me to tell the story. But back to the story. I'm still puzzled about why she was laughing. She said, but you knew that they were going to come and pick up your car, didn't you? And I said, no, I didn't. Because I was 31 days late. Not 3 months, not 2 months, 31 days late, people. So I was like, wow, that changed the whole dynamic of the story. I wasn't running from the repo man. Had I been running from the repo man, I would have probably left my car in somebody's garage. I would have probably left my car, in another state. Who knows? I bought this car in Texas and I'm now living in Atlanta. Who knew that they were even looking for the car? Real talk. So I just said that to say this, that I learned something new today about my story. And that was that when I mention my story to a person, they think, well, hey, you already knew the repo man was coming to get it, so why are you crying? But I'm just saying, I was totally distraught, devastated. Every word you can come up with that's a sad moment, a sad feeling, that is how I felt, besides being ashamed. I've been working as a nurse at that time, probably almost 15 years, 14 years. And, I can't even pay my car payment. But that wasn't the end. I went out and I went to a buy here, pay here lot. And I got another car. Paid the down payment that they asked for. It was time to pay the next portion of the down payment. It was either pay my rent or pay this car payment. So I called the people and told them, look, I don't have the money. They said, well, miss, we can't allow you to keep driving our car if you can't pay for it. I said, well, you know what? Bad as I hate it, you got to come and get it. So here I was within 60-day time frame with my second car being repossessed. Now this one, of course, I knew, but still I was hit. I was hurt. I was devastated. But I knew that I had to do something different. I had to do something different in 2008 than I had done in 2007 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3. Like I'm standing here today. And I was compelled. I was drawn to share my story with somebody. And I had no clue as to why I was telling this story in this setting, in this moment, at this time. But God puts us where we need to be at the perfect time. Sometimes we don't know how. We don't know why. So all I'm trying to say to you is this lady needed to know that help was on the way. This lady needed to know that she could make money right now and pay her car payment so she don't have to keep watching out the window to see if the repo man is coming to get her car. This lady don't have to keep worrying about her mortgage anymore because we have the answer. So it's not what happens to us. It's what we choose to do with what we learn from what happened to us. Okay? What will you do after you had this hardship? Do you have a pity party? I could have easily been in a state of depression, taking 10 different pills, trying to get up off the sofa because I'm melting into it and I'm the same color as the sofa is, because I allow myself to sit there and have this pity party. I ain't trying to preach, but I'm trying to say it's not what happens to you, but it's what you choose to do with what happens to you. Okay? Because life happens, and life is going to continue to happen. Life is going to continue to happen to me. But guess what? As long as I can look up, I can get up, and I got another day and a chance to do it all over again. That's my message for you today. That is my message for you today. Don't settle for mediocrity for all of your life. Okay? Don't settle. We have an answer. Partner up with me. Click the link. Like, comment, share. My name is Coach-LaKesha Kenya. I also have an online business. You can find me online at releasingyou.com. Sign up for a complimentary 30-minute coaching session where we can see if we're a perfect fit. Also, go to joinlakesha.com to find out. It's just a short video that will share with you how you can make some money online. And this money is just, you do the business, you post up your items, and they're there in cyberspace until someone buys it. Okay? So it's not going to take time from anything else that you're doing in the world today. I was on a flight coming here to Florida, sold 4 items while I was in the air. I had nothing to do with that. I'd already posted the items up last weekend. Lo and behold, they sold. Since I've been here in Florida, I sold like about 8 items, I think, in the last couple of days. So I'm right now about to sit here at the table and process these orders. It's simple as that. JoinLaKesha.com. Click like, comment, share. Partner up with me. Become a part of my family. And we can make it happen in 2014. Thank you. Do have a beautiful, blessed, and prosperous day.